Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Transformers Fall of Cybertron. I am Decepticon Rampage and now have harnessed or not harnessed, but have at my disposal the power of the nigh unstoppable Grimlock. Okay, so a little bit different thing with when it comes to Grimlock compared to other characters. Everybody else pretty much controls relatively the same, but Grimlock is different. He has no long-range attack. He's a melee fighter, which is appropriate for Grimlock. I mean, that's kind of the way he's always been. So, I mean, he uses a sword and shield. In this, it's not technically always been that way. In Generation 1, he and the other Dinobots always had blasters of some sort. I think Grimlock's was actually a twin rocket launcher. What do they hope to do against me, Grimlock? Oh no! I stepped on a grenade. It didn't even knock my shield down. Haha. Okay, so yeah, you have B is your normal melee, and then you have an execution attack, which will actually, instead of actually stab somebody with it, you actually earn energon for doing that. You can also bring up your shield and perform a shield bash by holding the left trigger and then pressing B. And then Y is the execution. And as of right now, I can't actually transform. So that's a little bit different from your normal fare when it comes to the other Transformers we've played as in the past. Grimlock can also pick up objects and throw them, so it kind of works as long range to a point, but you don't have anything you can use just naturally. He can still dash and do a run just like any other character. In this game, anyway. But, he's pretty much a nearly unstoppable force.
Welcome, Grimlock. Your attempt to rescue your friend was easily predicted.
Shockwave.
I've siphoned your cerebral circuitry to push additional power to combat.
And so, this is the explanation of this Grimlock's kind of simple-mindedness. Is basically when Shockwave redesigned the Dinobots, he designed them as forces of destruction and little else. Basically, if it wasn't related to combat and destroying your foe or whatever, he wasn't gonna bother. He wasn't gonna bother with it. It was just it is what it is, and that's just kind of the way that Shockwave looked at it. He took the formerly the Lightning Strike Coalition and made them into these beasts to literally be forces of nature. And he might have done too good a job. As he might come to find out later on. I love cutting those guys out of the air. Okay, there we go. Is that every... Oh, no, we still got another guy over here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of guys over here, apparently. Okay, you with your missiles are... it's pissing me off. Okay.
You still function.
Okay, there we finally got them all.
Get me out of this thing! I saw the guards trigger 2 switches in unison to lock me in! Now hit the other one!
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I don't know how much time you get in between that. It probably isn't a massive amount, but you know, you obviously can't hit them both at the same time by yourself. So here we got Swoop. I have to say, I really wish that they would make toys of all 5 of the
How'd you do that?
Fall of Cybertron designed Dinobots.
No.
I love like Swoop's design. It's probably my favorite Swoop design they've ever done. Anyway, before we get any farther there, come over here and break through that red door, and we'll get our 7th audio log. Crazy that there's 9 audio logs in this chapter.
The naturally occurring creature seems almost perfectly designed to bring death from above.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
With only minor modifications.
But yeah, I love he actually feels, you know, fairly bulky like the rest of the Dinobots. Always before he's like the, you know, the lighter armored, because since he's a flyer. But yeah, he always has it seems like a weird design in a lot of cases. It's kind of like what do you call it? Oh, I had a private door open. Whoops, not paying attention. Which, I mean, I understand the methodology behind
What is all this?
making his design like that, but at the same time, I'm not a huge fan.
Cracked us open?
Remember?
Grimlock. Oh, look at this one.
Hardshell prefers advanced combat strategy and weaponry as opposed to relying on his natural instincts.
I think you have to actually
The most dangerous.
interact with all these terminals before you can go on to the next area.
I was in a room like this with Slug.
Slug, where is he?
Think I remember.
But
Looking to improve upon their simple design, I've augmented the strength of select Decepticon swarmers. Read bruisers.
I've totally lost my train of thought. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about at this point.
Lightning Strike Coalition forces.
Okay, so again, see those red doors? Just break through them. Well, you'll find your 8th audio log in here.
Shockwave's
Boom.
log. Inspired by my enhancements on the Autobots, I have decided
Okay,
to create
so-
a few upgrades for my personal arsenal. When finished, it's gonna allow me to introduce...
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say like in terms of Swoop's his different designs, like I'm not at all a big fan of Swoop's design in the IDW comics. I don't like that bug-eyed look that he has. Just not really a fan of it. Okay, so hard shell's pretty easy. I would say unless you're playing on hard, when you're really gonna have to worry about. God damn it! I need to. No, I don't want to hit it. God damn it! Like whoops, whoopsie. Just focus on picking up those canisters and chucking them at him.
Heads up, Grimlock. All cards coming in.
Yeah, I think when I did this before, I didn't even bother with any of the Decepticons. I was just like, Yeah, whatever. It only takes, I think, like 6 or 7 hits with these canisters, so it doesn't take long. I think I've got two more to go at this point. Just kind of try to stay away from some of his attacks, and you should be fine. I mean, there's Energon around. Okay, there we go. And I'm pretty sure all the other Decepticons just kind of miraculously just disappear. Like, whatever.
Hardshell, stop swerving.
So yeah, few name changes. I love that. That's seems like typical Grimlock. But 2 of the Insecticons and 1 of the Dinobots suffer name changes in this. I think two of the Insecticons, because of what their actual names were before. I think Hasbro just chose to change them, which are Hardshell. Oh, we gotta hit this in sync. Alright, and then you gotta run through this section once they... Okay. Piece of cake. But, yeah, so that was our last audio log down the bottom. But, anyway, so... Hardshell was Bombshell before, which I can kind of understand, why they'd want to change it. And Shrapnel became Sharpshot. I think it's kind of a similar thing. But that's going to be the end of this chapter. Oh, and then Slug. The word slag is actually a derogatory term in the UK, which is another area of the world that is that has a lot of Transformers fans. So they didn't want to kind of do that anymore. So hey, there's our achievement. We have finished chapter 11. So that was actually faster than I was anticipating. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to vote Autobot or Decepticon. So we've only got 1 more chapter to go before the final chapter, and at which point I will stop tallying up those votes. So thank you for watching. I've been Decepticon Rampage, and I hope to see you on the next one. Alright, bye guys.